Welcome back, wrestling fans, to the AWL Arena, and now it's time for a match I've been looking forward to for quite a while.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making his way to the ring, from the mean streets of Niigata, THUGLIFE, Tanaka, Kenichi.
For years, THUGLIFE Tanaka Kenichi has been using other wrestlers bigger, stronger, faster, more skilled than he as his personal heavies. His most recent tool, his most recent puppet, finally had enough of him a few weeks ago, and this match was inevitable. This is a match between the man whose checks started bouncing and the guy who was just sick of working for him anyway. THUGLIFE Tanaka Kenichi's lucrative contract expired at the end of last season, reducing him to, for all intents and purposes, young lion gear. And that also meant he couldn't pay his backup.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring from the land of the giants, Joshi, Kobayashi.
I find it interesting that Kyoujin Kobayashi is still wearing that very expensive three-piece suit that Tanaka Kenichi bought him as a signing bonus when he came on as bodyguard, minion, etc. extraordinaire. I think this is probably a headspace. This is a mind games thing. This is, hey, look what I can still afford to wear and you can't, you little bastard. Well, either way, no matter what this is, it's Kyoujin Kobayashi versus THUGLIFE Tanaka Kenichi one-on-one here at AWL Supercard Obonnanza 2020. Also tonight we've got a Joshi Tag Team Championship match. That looks to be interesting. And wow, I like to see him looking humble. Senior official Joey Bobster's calls for the bell and Tachiai cross body block. Now you're never going to call, or at least not at this point in his career, has anyone ever called, oh, a big boot does nothing. Float over, neck breaker, get something. No one's going to call Kyoujin Kobayashi a technical marvel, but at his size, you can make a legitimate argument he doesn't have to be. So it's possible. Tanaka Kenichi is a pretty shitty wrestler anyway. So don't expect a Matt Classic here. And again, the big boot accomplishing nothing. The medium boot, however, leading to a pump handle something. Pump handle fall away slam by Kyoujin Kobayashi. Irish whip into the corner and back out of it again. Up, spinebuster, Raijin bomb. Even after everything I just said, Kyoujin Kobayashi showing a decent set of techniques here. And oh, desperation, throwing all of his body weight. THUGLIFE Tanaka Kenichi able to take the giant off of his feet. Headbutt with the protection, but that's legal. Cross body block again. And you notice how he doesn't, for most people, cross body blocks mean a decent jump. For Kyoujin Kobayashi, basically just ducking down to the ground and taking his opponent with him. 1.5 minutes in now, plenty of time, standard 10-minute time limit in this singles non-title match. Just squeezing the head of, oh, duck under the punch. And again, he's got him teetering, but doesn't do anything. Corkscrew elbow misses. And that's the rookie mistake of Kyoujin Kobayashi. Into the corner, and a splash by THUGLIFE Tanaka Kenichi. Irish whip into the opposite corner, and now a bulldog out of it. Kyoujin Kobayashi showing some range here. I haven't seen that from him before. High leg lariat! Or in his case, the medium leg lariat. AW elbow knockout version by Kyoujin Kobayashi. That's going to be a lead up. But the Niigata street cutter. Boom! Nailed. And going for the cover, first cover of the matchup. 1, 2. Kyoujin Kobayashi kicks out of the finishing maneuver. THUGLIFE Tanaka Kenichi. Kenichi's going to have to go deep here. He's going to have to find something that frankly, I'm convinced he doesn't have. And again, using all of his body weight just to knock the opponent even slightly down and out of the ring. Out of my ring, says Kyoujin Kobayashi, but he's going after the garbage that he just threw out on the side of the street. That's good. That's very ecologically minded of him. But THUGLIFE Tanaka Kenichi with the experience advantage. And not to mention the dirty tricks advantage. Takedown. Goes for a leg snap. Those knee braces, those knee pads able to keep the knee of Kyoujin Kobayashi from hyperextending. That's probably a saving grace at this point. Right hand, literally on the ropes. Bit of a rope-a-dope here, perhaps, and going up. And a knee got, and a variant of the knee got the street cutter on his own. Kyoujin Kobayashi with a knee to the face. And yeah, high leg lariat. THUGLIFE Tanaka Kenichi busted open. Leg drop from a super heavyweight on your arm. That'll break something. And the lifeless corpse of Tanaka Kenichi for the 1, 2, 3. And a big win for the Giant, singles victory on the Supercard. Let's take a look at that final leg drop one more time. Bam! That's got to have broken something. We'll have our medical team, Dr. Marcus Fieldgood, our Chief Medical Officer, take a look at that. But yeah, he's out. He's gone. He is unconscious.
Here's your winner, Joshi Kobayashi.
Well, that felt good. Hopefully this is the beginning of a career resurgence for Kyoujin Kobayashi. I see a lot of potential in this very large wrestler. Coming up next, Joshi Tag Team Championship match. Featured contest of this video. Can the Unholy Alliance prove everybody wrong?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, one submission or knockout to decide the winner. And it is for the Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Championship.
Wild Thing and Neko Musume entered the Forge, the only team to have never held the AWL Joshi Tag Team Championship. They won that preseason tournament to earn themselves this championship opportunity. This title match, if you insist. This belt match, if you want to get old school about it. And there you see the manipulator as well, in the shadows, as she often is. As Neko Musume and Wild Thing make their way towards the AWL 20 by 20 foot ring. They outlasted UK Gen 2 and Yin and Yang, if I remember correctly, in order to advance and win the Forge the 4 and become #1 contenders in the AWL Best 4, our newly established Best 4 system in the tag team division. That's going to lead to more frequent tag team championship matches. And of course, the battle cry, Viva Monster Union, cried out by the lovely Neko Musume. And as per wrestling tradition, the champions come out last. They make their opponents wait for them. Part of the psychological advantage of the champions. And there you see for the first time, the ladies of Lucha making their way to the ring to defend the AWL Joshi Tag Team titles. The jewel of Lucha Libre, Joya. The firestorm of Lucha Libre, Tormenta de Fuego. They won the AWL Tag Team titles at the season finale last season, AWL 320, in the AWL Dojo. before circumstances in Japan allowed us to return to the arena. Of course, 1/3 capacity, half of the, actually, yeah, 1/3 of these audience is human beings. The other half are Simuverse robots to enforce social distancing. We now go to the official introductions.
Introducing first the challengers. They're the #1 contenders in the AWL Best Four, accompanied by the Manipulator, Neko Musume, Wild Thing, Monster Union. And their opponents, they are the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Champions. Tonight, making their first title defense, Tormenta de Fuego and Joya, the ladies of Lucha. This is an officially sanctioned Joshi Tag Team Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League. AWL Commissioner presiding. At the sound of the bell, AWL Senior Official Joey Babaganuch in charge.
You can feel the big fight atmosphere as even the robots are getting tense about this. This is a huge order. And Tachiai, a couple of forearm strikes, reversal, or a counter, Irish whip into the corner, immediate tag Kogeki, no we don't, too much force on that. Endless light to start us off. Viva la lucha libre. 30 minutes on the clock in this championship match. Irish whip back into the corner. And oh, Tormenta de Fuego thinking she can take out the werewolf all on her own. And the way she's acting right now, I think she probably can. Whip back in, and oh, another huge clothesline. And a standing shooting star press, standing star, doesn't even get a 1 count on the lethal lycanthrope of Monster Union. This is going to be a tall order for the ladies of Lucha, their first tag team title defense. Helicopter head scissors by Tormenta de Fuego, but a tag is made. And a beautiful drop kick from Neko Musume, followed up by another. The third, however, misses by a mile. Inverted DDT by Tormenta de Fuego. This could come down to which team makes a mistake first. Irish whip into the corner. This is our feature contest for tonight. Tomorrow, you will see the semifinal and final matches of Obonnanza 2020, when the golden trio, the golden triangle of the Augments will defend all of their championship belts. A big body slam, sit-out body slam into the cover. 1. Only a 1 count this early in the match, but I think that's more of a psychological thing than anything else. And another, Tormenta really seems to love those clotheslines in the corner, doesn't she? Neko Musume going around, helicopter head scissors of her own. Note that the cat lands on her feet. And cat scratch fever, a vicious strike, and a little bit of a taunt as well from Neko Musume, and I think that was a mistake. Neko Musume could and should have followed up there. Attempted sling blade, don't think Tormenta de Fuego got all of that, but enough to take Neko Musume down for at least a moment. I hope she's okay. Oh yeah, she okay. Moving back to a standing position, don't know what. And Hadouken misses! The fireball punch does not connect from the firestorm of Lucha Libre. But the clothesline in the corner, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Neko Musume seemed to be the beneficiary of a bit of sportsmanship here, and that time the sling blade connected fully. And now, boom! Hadouken! The fireball punch. She's going to fight through it, but Neko Musume has got to be winded after that. And yeah, can't even catch a kick there. Go behind waistlock. German! She got the leverage position. Neko Musume now in the dominant. Oh, she's going for it. Hisatsuwaza. Catatonic! 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 Into the cover for the 1, 2, the defense, no! 3, new champions! The defense did not work! The cover was not broken. Neko Musume wins the tag team titles. for Viva Monster Union!
Here are your winners of the new Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Champions, Monster Union!
The Unholy Alliance proves all the doubters wrong and salvages the Supercard for Monster Union. Tomorrow, it's all title matches. Ashita mo suzuku.